Hi all, Kitamari here. We're playing Metaphor ReFantazio from Atlus. This is actually the demo, and I am excited because I adore Atlus. Proceed with English text. You know, I really want to have it on Japanese. I'm going to choose English, though. Proceed with English audio, yes. A network connection will enable... okay, not a problem. Let's have a network connection, I guess. I usually bring up the brightness a little bit in games. In fact, I may want to bring up the... We appreciate your cooperation and support. It's always confusing seeing that, considering that, like, you know, they want to... they want us to advertise these games at the same time. So yeah, this is a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Adverse symptoms exposed to certain light patterns or flashing lights on screens, including dizziness, involuntary spasms, or even loss of consciousness. Yeah, so be careful about that. Here we go. Atlus. New IP. I'm excited. My goodness. It's so silent. Anyway. I adore Persona. I really like SMT. I adore Catherine, and I am expecting to adore Metaphor. Here we go.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same.
My goodness, what is he doing? Oh! She killed him.
Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity?
Uh-oh.
Luis.
Luis. So this is his
To
name,
die
Luis.
with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
For ReFantazio.
ReFantazio.
What we have to offer you is but a taste of the story from its beginning. But through it, your experience will mirror the full version. Should you wish it, you may carry over your save data to the full version. We
That's
thank you
cool.
for expressing your curiosity about our tale of fantasy.
Game content seen here may vary from the full version of the game. That's interesting. It makes me think that it's better to play the game over right from the beginning than upon the full version. But it's good to know that we can still continue from there. So I have seen the character art, and I want to say that evil husbando, that blonde, amazing blonde Griffith, he looks a bit like our main character. Like, I wonder if they're related or something. Maybe they're brothers. So, let's just jump into new game. I I'm so here for this. What is this world that it takes place in, too? It's a sort of mix of medieval and sci-fi. I don't know what the terminology is for that. I don't want to use steampunk to describe everything, so yeah.
I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
Yeah,
Pardon
it does.
my curiosity. But would you tell me your name?
Kitamari.
That is to say, tell me who you really are.
Never.
One who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
I like this voice acting. Of course, it's fantastic. Who are you? Who shall guide the protagonist? Kitamari. Kitamari. Enter. Tab to confirm. You will name the protagonist later.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world.
Neither
It would
have I, now
suggest
that I
to
think of
me
it.
You might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Not
More
always.
than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me.
Why is he the scheming man? Why is he scheming?
If fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest.
Sorry about my mouse.
Thus does change come. And thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
I find that I like stories that have a narrator. Like Princess Tutu, for example. That's random, but Princess Tutu is amazing. The standard difficulty, where battles will thrill and challenge. This difficulty can be changed later on. Storyteller is pretty neat to see. For players who want to focus purely on the story, battles pose no threat of death. So you just sit at 1 HP forever and ever, I guess. For players who want to breeze through battles, this difficulty can be changed later on. Hard or Regicide. Regicide. A high risk, high reward mode for only battle hardened players. So you can't actually pick this one. It looks like it's grayed out. I'm going to pick normal, but yeah, this is nice that we have all of these options from the outset, starting on normal difficulty, and that we can change them anytime we want to. That's also a good thing. Oh, Monkey Moo! Monkey has been sitting with me whenever I make videos. He is such a sweet monkey.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
I like this character already. She hasn't said anything, but I think her character design is it's pretty neat.
Huh? Look
got here? He's an elder.
So he is. No horns, no knife ears.
Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
So the magical creatures, they're so... They're punks. They're hooligans. They're just gonna stand there and...
Hold it!
Oh gosh, no wonder they were not wanting to move.
To us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like
that.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
I'm sorry, why am I laughing? I thought she would swoop in and save him or something. He just goes careening down and he's hurt.
This place already feels like a death trap.
Poor guy.
You hear all that stuff about Lord Louis saving us?
We have to go defeat Louise.
Hey,
Louise.
you okay?
I'm gonna call him
You still got all
Louise.
your
Jeez,
limbs
Louise.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Gallica is me. Are you alright?
Are you alright?
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Alright. Let's go. Let's go find Louise, and I'm sure he's gonna be a lot of trouble. Jeez, Louise. Alright, Tradia Desert. Tradia.
We'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? Right? I've been saying white, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Basic controls. Use the movement keys to move. Right trigger while moving to dash. Press B to dodge enemy attacks. Right trigger while moving to dash. This is already going to remind me of SMT more than Persona, I think. Which is great, because the most recent SMT has this really neat running feature. Like, I was watching Donovan play some of it, and it's like, the way that you run in SMT, it's like, you can fly, run, fly.
Stop!
Whoa. Sensing something close. Don't move. Oh, look at that. He's an unknown sandworm Valmo. Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. They haven't noticed us. Phase sight. Press left trigger to use phase sight. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best you can.
Okay.
I feel, though, that I should be safe, right? Avoid the enemies, though. They say, ooh, that one is right there. I want to run, though. Run. Oh, yeah, running is similar to SMT. The latest SMT. Ooh, oh, I gotta run. Just run. Surviving is all that matters right now. Oh, my gosh. I can hear it. I can hear. I don't know, it sounds like footsteps more than a sandworm. Slither, slither. Hey, look at that one over there, too. What is that? What is that? Giraffe creature? Giraffe? Something? I'm scared. Are you scared? Don't be scared. I will go I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. Running. I am running up a storm. Gonna go through this area here.
Look.
You know, I'm reminded of Sable, of all games, for some reason, more than anything. Sable. Oh, that sky. That is a really neat sky. I really adore the art direction.
But you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Traveling boy.
I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on, We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least.
I like that quote.
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Yeah. I have the power of music. Music notes. It is as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring. Yeah, music!
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
This reminds me of Anuorta Venia, one of my favorite songs in a game.
Look! Over there!
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Try to stay out of sight. Let's go. What in the Lion King? So yeah, Anuorta Venia. It's amazing. Oh, I gotta run. Okay, so R2, you don't hold it down, you just press it once. And if you accidentally press it again, you'll start walking instead. Power walking. Uh-oh, this is bad. Oh! They're Sandworm Colossus.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
O great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me something. I didn't read that in time. Did I say that right? Epoch? 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 Epoch?
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
They have ears. Fun ears.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong!
Oh gosh.
Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Oh gosh. No chill.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Careful!
Hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid! Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
Where did he come
back
from?
on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
I'm acting like I know this place. I guess through osmosis we will gradually figure everything out about this
Capital's
world.
Incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else.
Roussants. Clamars and
Which means
Roussants.
the dopey elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Okay.
Hi.
Did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination. Shh, careful who hears you say that. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Yeah,
Like
Louise is going to try to take over.
They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Jeez, Louise.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
Would not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
He was such an old prince. He was such an elderly prince when they called him prince. I'm like, he's the prince? Okay. Everybody's going to want to take over now.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all.
Oh, so this is the...
But not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Okay, I see.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Little old scholar. All right, I guess I accepted the mission. I'm here to infiltrate the military and figure out how to...
Hey!
How to rescue my prince. Yeah.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
All right. I like these in-between loading screens. That's cute. Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Press the right button to open the local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing Y. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Alright. Press up on the D-pad in safe areas like towns to save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
Whatever will I do? Let's press Y. We don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down the main street and you should find the recruitment center.
Whatever will I do?
Alright, let me change this up so I'm not running so much. Still a fast running speed, which is cool. I'm like, talk to the shady woman. This is a shady woman.
An elder? Here?
She looks cool. A lot of the character designs are pretty memorable. And the whole world design in general. Something...
Look at that. The
something
moon model's
neat.
out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
Magical
I
chokers.
guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
That guy was killed for misuse of it, whatever that means. Now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air.
Magla?
Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
So there's also on the side, skip, log, memorandum, and auto. Let me quickly select memorandum. Oh, this is where we can see what some of the different terminology means.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
It looks like a little puppet of a monster in a game, like the center part being its chest, and then like a tall head and arms and legs.
More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Alrighty. We're gonna go find that recruitment office. She seems nice. She seems like she doesn't want anything bad to happen to us, and she can tell that it's very possible something bad could happen. Let's talk to the lethargic soldier. I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Louise, but now I get my arse handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? We won't even find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently. Of course it's Clamar, of course it's Louise. Jeez, Louise. Oh, the recruitment place. Go down this street towards the cathedral and it'll be the building on the left. You looking to enlist as a soldier? Not like there's other work for Eldas, I guess. What, nothing left to say? Then move along, irritating little shite. I've given you more than enough. He's giving... Oh, she was gonna say something. Let's get back to looking for the recruitment center. So the royal funeral is to take place at the Grand Cathedral. I assume Sanctifex Forden will something. Be there? Grand Trad. Regolith Grand Cathedral. We look so serious. I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission, and on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Waters Day. That sounds like a fine day. Waters Day, afternoon. I'm here for Waters Day.
Let's go see.
Let's get back to looking for the recruitment center. All right, Navi. We're gonna go. With the death of His Majesty, the royal bloodlines completely. It seems the royal funeral will be held at the Grand Cathedral.
I'm out of ideas.
Things felt better when Lord Louise was still central in the army.
Beg pardon?
They're gonna hold the royal funeral.
Oh, there!
Elder Sanctor. When I heard that His Majesty had been killed, I could hardly believe my ears. But he was a man indifferent to festivities. His death will not cause any disruptions. As long as we have His Eminence Sanctifex Forden, this country will be safe.
Beg pardon?
Alright. Let me see about things. Settings. Vibration, auto advance, anime subtitles. Definitely have those on. Cursor memory. Oh, I like cursor memory. That's one of my favorite things to always have on. Confirmation, save formation, sound settings. I'm gonna bring down the background music just a little. I don't even necessarily notice it that much, but it's okay. Go back. Oh wait. Yes. So, graphic settings now. Screen brightness, I already have that. Intermediate graphics quality, that's interesting. Rendering scale. You know, I'm gonna change it to 30 just because I am like, I don't know, I've been having weird issues. Yes. Yes. There we go. Display settings. This resolution. Lowering this may improve performance. Interesting. It doesn't have any other options for me. I've reduced screen tearing. There we go. I might cut that part out. It's a bit of a hassle to have it showing so much. So, gonna just move along. Everything looks different a little bit. Grumpy noble. Rumor has it Forden will become the next king, but the decision is a ways off yet. It's the duty of all Ishkia to guide the ignorant masses. I agree. There's no future more dismal than having a Roag as a ruler. A Roag as a ruler. Where are you going? That's not the way to the recruitment center. Let's go.
Excellent.
Look at this big dealie. Look at that. Seeing more and more out-of-town customers these days. Okay, that's wrong too. I gotta go back. Go right in here.
Dear me.
Here
That
we
must be
go.
the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
All right.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece.
I hope he joins our party soon.
All right, next. Hurry it up.
Not the haughty captain, obviously.
An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those.
He likes us.
What brings you to enlist?
He likes us more than he liked the other one. He has some problem with the other ones. I need money. I'm just so bored. I want to fight for change. I'm just so bored, you know. I don't know. Do I want to fight for change? I want to fight for change.
I want to fight for real change.
real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no?
We probably should have picked the second one. I think
So
he would have
what can you bring
reacted
to
well
our
to that.
beloved cause? Any skills to speak of?
I'm stronger than I look.
I pressed A too fast. I didn't even see what I selected.
With arms like that, you'd have to be.
I hope I'm stronger than I
Last
look.
order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Alrighty. Guess he's cool with me. Oh my goodness, what is the name of my story's protagonist? Oh no. Okay, you know what I do? I go and I look up what was the default name supposed to be, and then I look it up and it's always like hero or something like that. That's what I did with SMT as well. You could name the protagonist and I didn't know what the heck to choose. So, you know, you can join me as I go look up Meta 4 ReFantazio protagonist's name. So how are you doing today? I'm doing great. I'm looking at the protagonist's name. Canonically known as Will in some versions of the game, is a young man of a fantasy background. Will. All right, we'll call him Will then. I prefer calling them by their intended names here. Let's do Will. Will. Confirm. So the name of the protagonist is Will, yes.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property, so if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Hop to. Next!
Hop to. I am hopping to. What a long line. Guess we've got no choice but to wait our turn. Let's talk to you.
Let's hurry.
Well, that wasn't too much trouble now, was it? We'd better get in line, though, or they'll suspect something.
Whatever.
You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out. Let's talk to you.
Whoa.
You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me, if so. Or was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. I like you. It's like I'm comparing our heights. Aw, look at that. I know, they look cute. So, let's talk to you. Anxious Parapus. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louise. Geez, Louise. His army's built on merit, so even a Parapus stands a chance.
What's the world coming
Blast it! I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reeve here. But they really make you work alongside creepy Elda? A Parapus I can deal with, but Elda are right ominous. ... Quit your gawking. Why, I could tell the guard you looked at me funny and you'll be marched to the gallows before you could blink. And don't think anyone would care what an Elda has to say. You'd hang, so you'd better shape up. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Alright. They said I shouldn't cut. Join the queue. It's the evening of Waters Day. I wonder what tomorrow is.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like,
Hume? Sorry, I pressed A too fast. The quartermaster has something for us.
Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Wasted good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
No.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
He reminds me of Guy from Tales of the Abyss.
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it?
I think I like the
You think your
Clamar.
pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Yes.
Thanks.
Ah,
You
I
didn't have to
pushed
do
A too fast again. I didn't even see. I'm glad he said this. So.
Felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm gonna be more careful now
Well,
with pressing
see you
A
around.
too soon.
Try not to die out there.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
I will get this loot. It's a
These
cinder
days, most
igniter.
come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
All right. The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Will do. It's a map. Royal Capital Vicinity map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings.
Striplings.
My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again.
I'm sure he's fun at parties.
First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you
Well, he
will
might
be
be, actually, I don't know.
into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Why is he smiling? Creepily.
That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
All right. It is Night of Waters Day.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
Okie dokie.
Hey. You awake?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still, when you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
Where are we
It's
from?
what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. all people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination.
If it looks like what it looks like, I don't know about that.
Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict. And equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Late night, Water's Day still. I would like to record. Thank you. Kind of them to have a save like that. Arbor's Day. It is now Arbor's Day, the 3rd. June 3rd.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay?
Oh.
Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Oh, that scene is so good. It's so good.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
We're gonna save our bestie. Gonna save. Guy is gonna help us. What an interesting world. Just the look of it too.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Let's see.
I wonder how far we've come. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort. World map. You can view information about your surroundings in the world map. Use the movement keys to highlight the location you want to learn about, and then press A. I see. This reminds me of Tactics Ogre, or even the Banner Saga, something like that.
This place here.
Let's see.
The land used as a rest camp by armies who are en route to the northern border fort.
Let's see.
Squad camp. A land used as a rest camp by armies who are en route to the northern border.
Let's see.
Royal capital, Grand Trad. Grand Trad, capital of the Kingdom of Ucronia. Citizens of every class and social status reside here, but their spheres of life are clearly divided by numerous districts.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Was the plan to camp out there tonight? The fort's just past it.
This place here.
Northern Border Fort. A fortress built to defend Grand Trad during the Annex War. After long disuse, it is now manned due to frequent monster sightings.
Hey, don't forget.
The Northern Border Fort. This is where our contact should be, so hopefully we find him quickly. Got it?
Okay then.
All we can do for now is rest. We'll have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your
Sky.
asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time.
He has a new, amusing, insultive word for us each day.
Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
A world with no magic.
It's interesting. It tells the tale of a world with no Maglars. A peaceful one.
A world with no Maglar arts would be better, would it? I admit, I'm intrigued. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
Gosh, the Russats, they're rude. They're rude. I apologize for him. Is it a fight you want? Don't worry, my friends, I'll talk. I apologize for him.
I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
He likes submission. The Russat.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together.
Mm.
Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll.
Stroll.
Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Talia.
Oh my gosh,
You are?
Leon. Leon. I can't tell you. Leon. Son of the Count of Talia. Guy's named Leon. I can't. I'm Will.
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain
Will, I
weight
have
to
that
it.
right.
For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth!
He's great.
Now, where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
This guy's so creepy. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
What happened? He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go.
They're being sacrificed.
Damn it.
Don't worry, Leon.
I suppose
I'll
this
protect
is what
you.
we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die.
Oh, Leon. Leon.
I'm with you.
New ally, Stroll. Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility, has become your ally. Hooray! Yay!
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.
All right. Idol's Day. It's night. The 5th. Time is a fritter. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay? Our ally is inside here?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my guess. Somehow we've got to find him. Huff, huff. You're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally.
Actually...
Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldiers inside.
I see.
Well, whatever the case, this situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Northern Border Fort. Oh, the camera is it's a fixed camera. Let's see about saving. Oh, we cannot save. It is not permitted. We're going to go forward. We're gonna just try it. What's happening in here? Let's open the door.
He's...
Gosh, he is strong. That's a giant door. What is this? He looks like he should be at a carnival.
That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charge it! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors.
Damn it.
This is horrific. So many dead.
Oh.
Grius, I hope you're safe. There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. Is there anyone alive in here? Answer me. Deceased? No, none of them are breathing. Damn, we were too late, but there might be others. Let's keep searching. Alright. Oh!
This is bad.
Get back, we've got company.
What?
What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? It looks like we're going to have to fight it. Wait, if it's a human, do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them. He has history with the humans. Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I agree.
Huh.
I'm glad you've still got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work out a plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understand? The two of us working as one. I'll trust your judgment on the timing of the attack. Press Y to engage in a squad battle alongside your allies. You can press Y anytime, but if you use X attacks to stun enemies first, you'll start the battle with an advantage. Alright. Stay on the offensive by continuously attacking with X to deplete the enemy's break gauge that appears next to them, eventually stunning them.
Things will be
I will X you! Squad!
We have the edge. Let's take them all out.
Yeah! Persona! Squad battles with stunned enemies. When engaging in a squad battle against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of battle. Be sure to take advantage of this. In squad battles, press X to attack with your equipped weapon, or press Y to use skills which consume MP. Performing an action will expend one turn icon seen at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent's round begins. Ooh, this is interesting music, too. It's like some... What is this music? Yeah. Mage fire. Oh, he automatically goes. That's the enemy's turn. Oh. They hit hard. So I can yield turn with right button. Raise defenses with B. I'm just gonna attack. Because the battle is over.
You did it.
Hooray. Oh, only we level
That'll
up?
do it.
All right.
Phew, we pulled through somehow. We're alive, and that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Let's be careful, there could be another human lurking. Another human lurking? Another human lurking, huh? What happened to the world? What happened to the human world? Now we are egg monsters. Carnival egg monsters. Let's...
Wait.
Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty.
Hey.
But we have the element of surprise. We could catch it off guard if we strike now, right? I think so. If you manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen using X, there's a chance their entire break gauge will deplete at once for an instant stun.
Okay.
And I will surprise you! Oh no, I pressed Y instead of X. It's okay though. Hama Uppa. Hama Uppa.
Let's go.
I'm gonna use Mage Fire.
Burn! The power of tougher than I thought.
Power of Fire. It's gonna do a focus thrust on me. Oh, he missed. I was gonna say I missed. I missed. He missed.
You're here?
Hama Appa.
Burn to us!
There we go. Unscathed Triumph. Hey, bonus for Unscathed Triumph. And now we're level 2. Flashy, nice stuff. Oh, hey, I get to choose my stats. I don't know what I want for stats. What do you think? I'm thinking agility. Agility is what I want. I always want agility.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Oh, I can break those too. Go through here. Check this.
Great find.
Medicinal. Oh, nice.
Look.
Squad.
This is our chance.
I almost forgot to press. Very much like Persona 5's sort of stealthy combat initiation. Unscathed triumph. Hooray. Marvelous.
That should do it.
Sorry about any video eccentricities. In fact, I'm just gonna go right on ahead and change it to I'm gonna change it to low. I don't know. I need to figure out what's going on with my computer, because actually it can handle better things. I need to see what is going on with my... There we go.
Oh.
He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. And Elda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. That monster showing up was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Of course this is how it ends. Damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. Alright. Don't let it get to you. You're not to blame.
Run.
You're so young. A fresh recruit? Get away from here now. That thing is up ahead.
No.
There's still more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just run and leave them be. You're too late, that monster. We can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing.
No.
He's not here either. Where could he have gone?
Damn it!
Ah, damned Elda. I knew this fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked.
Hey.
Calm down. It's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that, surely. But everybody's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
Let's open this door. We were too late. Go through the door.
Hold on.
Wait. You two. You're searching for someone? How did I put that? You two. You're searching for someone? That's right.
I get it now.
I thought as much. Now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth.
What?
That cry. Is that the human from earlier? Those blasted humans?
Was that?
It sounded like it came from the top of that tower. Maybe there are still soldiers fighting it there.
Hurry!
We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
Hey, our ally could be at the top of the tower too. Let's hurry. He's looking at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me, egg human. Don't look at me. I'm gonna sneak up on you. Yeah. Bah!
Okay.
Got him. Oh. This egg human.
Burn to not done yet.
He's so smart. He used a great attack. Yeah. I hope nothing happens to Leon. The fact that he's not leveling up concerns me. Makes it seem like he's gonna be temporary.
We'll be safe for a while.
Oh, Leon. Alright. Don't leave me, Leon. Alright. Ooh. There's a horse over there. It's a horse human. I have a bad feeling about those humans. Brah.
This battle's ours.
This could be our chance.
Yeah. We got the jump on him. No, this attack.
The power of fire.
Mage fire. Mega fire. Unscathed triumph. Hooray! We're gonna be at level 3 in no time. Item. Broken igniter. There we go. That. I am very satisfied with this game so far. I think that it is great. They notice me. They're noticing me. The humans are noticing me. They're gonna do something. They're gonna try it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's give this all we got.
I got an opening volley on them. Hooray.
I won't hold back.
Mage fire.
Still here?
Oh.
Not bad.
That was close, but not close enough. Hey. Lower. Arms and heirloom greatsword. Oh, he has great attack. Unscathed triumph again. How lovely. Yeah. Sounds great. Okay, our magic went up 1. Is his magical attack damage? And do agility yet again.
That was the last of
Are you sure? Yeah, he's right. It is the last. That is the last of them. There's none else in here.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
That's some medicine. Okay, he's gonna be running out of MP soon. Leon's gonna be running out. Just not good. Not good. Am I going backwards? I'm very good at going backwards. It's one of my big hobbies in games. If anyone asks me what I'm good at in games, it's getting lost and going backwards. I'm very good at that. It's my #1 thing. And I wasn't even going backwards. I thought I was. I'm gonna go down here. Get this treasure. Yeah. Old coin. Hello? Oh. Oh, you. Oh, you.
We have the edge.
We have the edge. Opening volley. Yay. Melee. And done. Easy peasy.
There's no way I'm stopping here. Don't get too relaxed. These monsters are relentless. This battle's out. I'm fast. Let's go. We'll win this.
Let's melee. Curious about what the boss is going to be like. I probably should have chosen hard, but not sure if I'd get less experience points on hard. That's one of my bones to pick with Atlus games. So that's kind of a thing. Alright, let me see if I can get him. Da-da-da!
Let's give him a fight.
Quick X and Y. Let's see, I'm gonna see about this one. Yay!
I chose the wrong opponent.
Wonder if we'll get to 4 before the boss. I'm not sure. Pick up this. Oh, what? Oh, wow, you.
This is our chance.
Aw, that poor little one. The Homotenta. Let's see. I'll try my mage fire. Well, he resisted it, but he did well.
The next one will fall just as easy.
We also get mag for that. Mag, whatever that is. I have a feeling Leon's gonna leave. Leon's gonna leave, and it's ugh. I'm not gonna like Leon leaving. Wonder who the main cast is gonna be. The roof is just up ahead. Might I have a moment? If I'm honest, I have my doubts there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm going to do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time?
Hey.
And you. You plan to forge ahead despite the risk. I take it you refuse to die until you've found whoever it is you're searching for. I won't let you die up there.
That's true, but...
I can't just leave you to die up there. Ha, I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than yourself. Leon? If I run now, I'll never deliver the message and the prince will die. We have no choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Well then, lend me your strength. Oh, I should have saved first. Oh, I can still save first. I forget how we save first. I remember that there was a button.
Pretty standard.
Menu. It won't let me save. Why? Help. I think there was another way to save, but you know what? Whatever.
What do you think?
This feeling, I knew it. That human from earlier is up there. What should we do? Give me a minute.
You're right.
Right, we can't help anyone if we just charge in and get ourselves killed. Let's make sure we're prepared before we head in. So, I'm gonna see about what items are worth using right now. A Moglia pill. I'm gonna use this on Stroll because I think that he's gonna need it. And I feel like we don't really need to use anything else, do we? Not really. We're probably going to have to later, though. So, let's see.
Ready?
Let's just go in. The human from earlier is just up ahead. Are you ready? Let's go.
Yep.
Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. Those humans. I bet Louise is in cahoots with the humans. I like these monster designs there.
Such tremendous power.
I know. It's incredible. Look at that. Look at that enemy. Even its design just screams power.
It's horrible. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
And it's kind of pretty in a demented,
we have to hold it off somehow.
Nights into Dreams way. I don't even think I'm thinking of Nights into Dreams. What am I thinking of? There's definitely
humans.
other.
It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
All right. No, the mission depends on our survival. All right. Yeah. The Homo Galea.
Let's go.
Mage fire.
Fire.
3 damage.
You're mine.
Oh, Stroll's real mad. He doesn't like my people. See, that's my people right there. It's a human. Wingbeat. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness gracious.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch.
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this.
Don't worry. We'll figure this out. We're gonna... What are we gonna do?
We won't hold back.
I wonder if my attacks are better than my magic. They have other parts I can target? No, they do not. I'll try my melee. Oh wow, melee is the same as magic in terms of anything. We should be doing attacks. Maybe I should not have healed his MP. Oh no.
How is it this strong?
What more can I do? The prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this. And
I'll
yet...
distract it. You two, run!
Oh, Leon.
Above all else, I am a noble. And a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live.
Why? Why does this always happen? Yeah.
What? No.
Oh,
Stroll.
I knew that was gonna
Don't
happen.
be a fool. Just run before it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler. Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
What is happening? This is how personas were born.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Okay, so CYC deals weak magic damage to one enemy. Day, weak HP recovery for one ally. Gonna do CYC.
Wind. All right, that did the trick.
Cease. I'll call it cease. My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter. Wing beat.
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Attacking weak points. Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you hit one of these weaknesses, the word weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or scoring a critical hit against them will only decrease the turn icon by half. Look at our creamsicle eyes.
Looks like it mainly attacks with
Persona time.
We could
I'm
target
going
those.
to...
Come
Whoa.
forth, royal soul.
Alright. Cease your movements. I'm gonna attack your legs. Yeah!
I will fight with pride. I won't hold back.
I'm gonna make you cease your attacks again. Notch blade spin. Notch blade spin again. Oh, this creature doesn't stand a chance.
Let's go.
Oh, Leon. Leon. Let's take down your wing. Scour.
Let's take Seeker.
I sure did.
Wind.
I like when I get extra turns because of hitting the weakness. Devour. You devoured an apple.
It's healing.
No! Grr. Alright.
It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough. It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do.
I don't know, I feel like we could take it down.
I can't believe it's eating from its own body.
We're gonna knock those apples off. You know what? No. Yeah, take that apple. Oh, that was not a good move. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're in trouble.
Seeker.
Okay. Cease your apple treachery. Yeah. How dare you? You're resisting.
If we don't take out those apple things, I think we'll regret it.
I'm trying.
No, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this?
Yeah. Have Gallica knock down apples to keep the foe from healing? Sure.
Understood.
I mean,
Leave it to me.
why not? Yay, Gallica!
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in
Yeah,
there.
we're gonna do this. Cease.
Wind.
Frenzied wings. Notch blade spin. Is my attack gonna be better than magic? Cause like this magic seems really.
Is there another way?
I don't know. It seems less than what I would like, but I'm just gonna keep doing it.
Let's go. Wind.
Wind.
Still here?
He is still there. I wonder what changes they might make in between this demo and the final version. We did it! Goleo's apple.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I agree. We're going to bring up your magic, I guess. You're gonna be a sword mage. No, actually, you know, the more I think about it, the more I realize that like I've already put a lot into strength, right? So is it too late for me to switch it up with magic, or would it be a mistake, really, to go and try to do both evenly? That'll just make me weaker in the long run, I believe. So, lowers damage sustained from enemies, raises item acquisition rate. Those both sound fantastic to do as well, but I'm going to go with just bring up my strength. I will be full of strength.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... it was crazy!
Oh, Leon! Leon! Leon!
Look, that stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice... Grius! Oh, thank goodness you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside, the one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. The lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror.
Farsight
You
mirror?
need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it.
Jeez,
if we
Luis.
wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Who's Luis? He would be so mad if he heard that. He'd be like, who's Luis? Who's Luis? Your new ruler, that's who. Jeez, Luis. Kill him? Can someone catch me up? Who's Luis?
Who's Luis?
Is that a real question?
Yeah, it's a real question. I want to know who he thinks he is. Who do you think you are, Luis?
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nation's had.
Why has he got to be cute, though?
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself.
He looks like he goes to breakfast angry. It looks like he He eats his favorite eggs and he has a glare on his face the whole time for no reason.
But the
Why?
son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, and the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
I wonder if he'll have a nuanced portrayal.
If even you're that worried about him.
As it goes on,
this
not
isn't
sure.
going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
Yay, Leon.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
He reminds me of Geralt in Witcher 3's companion. I forget his name. His companion through most of the story. Quest start. Save the prince from death's curse. Save the prince from his curse and defeat Louise, the treasonous fiend. Oh, Grabron. The treasonous fiend who not only attacked the prince, but murdered the king. Deadline is unknown. And that is a rank 7 difficulty.
Louise will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. But I'm counting on you.
New ally, Grius. Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
I know, those humans.
What the hell
Terrifying.
was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Tell me more about the mission.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, Covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
Ooh. A fire should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Northern Border Fort. Idol's Day, night, the 5th of June. So I'm gonna also tweak a little more about the settings. What's interesting is that if I change the textures to high, right? Maybe intermediate, but then the display settings. I have that on. Where was that place where I went to change things to... I don't know, I'm gonna see, like, looks quite a bit nicer now. I feel like only when it's actually running smoother than it was. I think there are just some parts that chugged a bit, and that's more of a me problem than anything. That's more of a me problem than anything necessarily to do with the game. I'm gonna talk to Stroll. Never in all my life have I witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, is it some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be, not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion, besides. Incredible. If only I'd had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. Today's been a lot. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. You want to ask about that power, don't you? Huh? I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family before you infiltrated the army. Who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary, and yet... His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness, the Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible. All right. Today has been a lot. Rest up for the departure. So I can finally save. It has been an hour and a half of gameplay. I do intend on actually finishing this because this game is great. It really is quite great. And I'm curious about how, just finding out as much as I can about it during this time. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thanks for everything. Bye.